Among the band's most popular performances are the Tournament of Roses Parade, the Holiday Bowl Parade, and the annual of summer and winter concerts. The band also appears regularly at various professional sporting events such as San Diego Padres game. Recent appearances include performances at Marine Week Detroit to salute services performance at the San Francisco 49ers and Arizona Cardinals NFL games. Was the most decorated Marine in Marine Corps history. Major General Buller is also the second Commanding General of the depot and was responsible for introducing the English Bulldog as the Marine Corps mascot. Corporal Butler continues the tradition of a long line of mascots at MCRD San Diego, dating back to 1939 when Major General Butler introduced James Jolly Plum Dove as the first mascot here at Marine Corps Recruit Depot. He has been escorted by the Office of Communication, Sergeant Anthony X. Glade. Spiritual development plays an important part in making a United States Marine. Lieutenant Brian McRainer, Chaplain Corps, United States Navy, will deliver the graduation prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Marching in today's parade are 488 of the graduated Marines from Company I. Recruit training is comprised of subjects required to produce basic Marines who function effectively in garrison, are trained in rudimentary individual field and combat skills, and practice the personal and professional traits which distinguish them as Marines. Examples of these traits are discipline, the achievement of a state of discipline which assures respect and authority, instant and willing obedience to orders, and self-reliance to maintain or improve those traits which exemplifies a Marine. Military bearing, consistently demonstrating military presence and personal awareness as well as the proper wearing and maintenance of uniforms. Esprit de corps, aspiring the common spirit of the Marine Corps that inspires enthusiasm, devotion, pride, initiative, teamwork, aggressiveness, determination, moral courage, integrity, camaraderie, and the burning desire to work with and for others towards excellence and common goals. For the Marines of Company I, today marks the end of the 12-week recruit training cycle. They have marched countless miles at Camp Pendleton and on this very parade day and have been trained as all Marines as basic riflemen. In addition, due to the intensive physical training program, their strengths and endurance have doubled since their arrival aboard Recruit Depot. The Marines
Test.
The platoons will now be in a line from left to right in order to get them in exact positions for the parade. The next portion of the parade will be our national anthem. We welcome veterans and members of the armed forces to join us in rendering appropriate honors with a military. Will issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders will face about, return to their units, and pass information along to their Marines. Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have helped shape our history join us here today. In keeping with the traditions of once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. At this time, we ask those men and women in the audience who have served as Marines, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in showing our appreciation for their dedicated service to Corps and country. We would also like to extend a warm welcome to Sergeant Major Harold G. Overstreet, 12th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps.
The Dallas Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, India Company.
Now, position in the reviewing area is today's parade reviewing officer, Sergeant Major Carlos Ruiz, Sergeant Major, Headquarters Regiment, 1st Marine Logistic Group. He is accompanied by Sergeant Major Devon A. Lee, Sergeant Major for Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, in the Western Recruiting Region. Sergeant Major Ruiz enlisted in the Marine Corps February 1993. Upon completion, Sergeant Major Ruiz reported to supply school and received the MOS of 3051, Basic Warehouseman. Sergeant Major Ruiz has served in a variety of challenging billets and numerous commands to include recruiter for Recruiting Station, Los Angeles, 12th Marine Corps District. In October 2001, he received orders to Supply Company, 1st Supply Battalion, 1st Force Service Support Group. Sergeant Major Ruiz requested orders to Drill Instructor School and was then assigned to Lima Company, 3rd Recruit Training Battalion. In October 2006, he was transferred to Instructor Staff, Drill Instructor School, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, as a Drill Instructor, School Instructor. During this period, he held the billets of Drill Master, Physical Training Instructor, and later the school's Chief Instructor. Sergeant Major Ruiz served as the Company Gunnery Sergeant for Supply Company, Combat Service Support Group 15. In February 2009, he reported to Company L, 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines, to serve as the Company First Sergeant. In 2012, Sergeant Major Ruiz received orders to Inspector Instructor Staff, Sacramento, California, to serve as the Inspector Instructor First Sergeant. In September 2013, he received orders to 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines, where he served as the Battalion Landing Team Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major Ruiz received orders to 1st Combat Engineer Battalion in May 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander of Troops, 1st Sergeant Randall S. Parks, and the battalion staff. As the national flag passes directly in front of you, please rise. Once it has passed, you may be seated. Marine San Diego, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, California. Staff Sergeant Sopo U. Toilolo. Platoon 3209, Senior Drill Instructor Gunnery Sergeant Terry E. Hornsby. Also from Platoon 3209, the Company High Shooter, Private First Class Thomas M. Neiman. Platoon 3210, Senior Drill Instructor Sergeant Demontre J. Patrol. The Regimental Color Guard is led by Regimental Color Sergeant, Drill Instructor Sergeant Barkham M. Hall. Series 3213, Series Chief Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Joaquin Perez. Platoon 3213, Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Kevin Porter. Honor Platoon 3214, Senior Drill Instructor Sergeant Gerardo A. Cadaro. Also from Platoon 3214 is the most physically fit Marine, Private First Class Colton Carter. Platoon 3215, Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Daniel J. Moyer. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the plan of Anchors Aweigh, followed by the Marines hymn. Thank you. Please be seated. The Marine Corps' uniqueness and strengths as an elite fighting force is directly attributable to the magnificent efforts of the drill instructors and company officers who train and supervise the recruits. The distinct qualities of spirit and discipline, the heart and soul of every Marine, have been developed, nurtured, and ingrained in the recruits through their observance and relationship with the drill instructors and officers. Recruit training is the very foundation of the Corps. Each year, recruit training provides thousands of America's finest young men and women with their basic knowledge and skills, and to function in a profession characterized by its own set of high standards and tough values. The most important thing we do in the Marine Corps is make Marines. The individual Marine is the Corps. That is what we do here. For the Marines graduating today, the long, arduous journey of the last 12 weeks is but a small step into the future of the Marine Corps. As they prepare to fill the ranks of our Corps, they do so with unquestionable support for the high ideas and standards of the United States of America and the United States Marine Corps. Although Company I prepares for their final dismissal from boot camp today, their initial training is not over yet. After a well-deserved 10 days of leave, they will report to the School of Infantry, Camp Pendleton, California, where they will continue to be trained to serve as an effective member of a Marine Rifle Squad. The initial training that every Marine undergoes is designed to instill the fundamental premise that every Marine is a rifleman. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to introduce to you the Marines responsible for ensuring the success of a difficult transition required to become a Marine. The company commander is Captain Jonathan M. Parsons. The company first sergeant is First Sergeant Randall S. Parks. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for the company staff of Company I. The next portion of the ceremony will be the traditional function of retiring the guidons. The guidons have been carried by the platoons throughout recruit training and are being retired to symbolize the disbanding of platoons. All similar units in the Marine Corps carry such guidons, which identify the unit. and are a source of pride to each individual member. Note that the honor of carrying these guidons is bestowed upon those Marines who display outstanding leadership qualities, motivation, and enthusiasm, and were selected as platoon honor graduates. The honor graduates are recognized as being the most outstanding Marines in their platoons. The platoon honor graduate competes for the title of series and company honor graduates, who are considered the top Marines graduating today and have demonstrated the highest potential for future leadership and responsibility in the Marine Corps. Upon retirement of the guidons, each honor graduate will receive a plaque from the Marine Corps Association and Foundation, the Corps' preeminent professional association, and the publisher of Leatherneck and Marine Corps Gazette magazines. The guidons will now be returned to the drill instructors. The undergraduates will be presented their plaques by the commanding officer of 3rd Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel David A. Becker, and assisted by First Sergeant Nelson A. Coover. The company first sergeant will now give the command to the senior drill instructors to dismiss their platoons. This will be the last order the new Marines receive from their drill instructors, and needless to say, the most welcomed order they receive while in boot camp.
In your